She was born, 6-month-old Andrea Vandenberg has been erupting in violent crying fits. But when no doctor can explain it, her parents decide to take matters into their own hands.
At that point, it was like, what's happening to my daughter? She could die. I had no clue. I said, somebody needs to listen to me.
To learn that she had contracted a life-threatening disease, Heather Hustis knew there was something wrong with her baby from the very beginning. In 2007, Heather Hustis and her fiancé, Ed Vandenberg, were living with their 2 small children in rural New York. They were sure their family was complete, until Heather found out she was pregnant again.
That was a pretty big surprise. It was great. Ed kept saying it was going to be a girl. I was just hoping for a healthy baby, of course, like any other mother.
She's so great with her other 2 kids that I knew she was going to be great with her 3rd one. It's just a natural for her.
On September 13, 2007, just 4 days before her due date, Heather gives birth to a healthy baby girl they named Andrea Megan Vandenberg.
We left the hospital the very next day. She had no problems after birth at all, and we were just happy to bring our new baby home.
A few days after Andrea's birth, Ed starts a new job as a long-haul truck driver, and his schedule leaves Heather on her own most of the time as a stay-at-home mom.
Gone Monday through Friday and sometimes Saturday. I was handling it just fine. I mean, to toss another baby into the picture, it really wasn't all that different.
However, during her first week at home, Andrea quickly proves to be more of a handful than Heather anticipated.
Andrea started becoming pretty fussy. She would cry a lot more often than I remember my other 2 children crying.
Sometimes when Andrea and I just asked Heather, oh my God, is she okay? And was this normal?
Concerned about Andrea's constant crying, Heather consults with her pediatrician, but he assures her that there's nothing to worry about.
He said, is she running a fever? No. Is she going through diapers? Yeah, she's going through diapers normally. They'd say, it's probably just colic. It's just something you're going to deal with.
Heather knows colic can last for months, so she's expecting Andrea to be fussy for quite some time. But when she's 2 weeks old, the newborn does something that takes everyone by surprise.
I was holding her and just looking at her, talking to her, and she would break out into this cute little smile, and I would say, you're 2 weeks old, you should not be smiling yet.
The first time Andrea smiled, I actually commented to Heather, oh, she's got gas. They don't smile at 2 weeks old. We noticed she smiled after that all the time.
Unfortunately, when Andrea isn't smiling, she's screaming at the top of her lungs. Heather finds her baby's behavior baffling.
She would go from one extreme to the next. She would be screaming, and then she'd be happy again. It looked like mood swings, to be honest.
But if that pattern isn't puzzling enough, in Andrea's 3rd week of life, a new and alarming symptom begins to emerge.
She would eat, and about an hour later, she would throw up, when most babies keep it down, and she would scream bloody murder.
I talked to the doctor about this, and I say, this can't be right. Baby spit up, was my answer. I didn't think she was getting enough to eat, but he said, she gained 3 ounces. As long as she's gaining, that's good. I trusted the doctor.
However, over the next 3 weeks, Andrea's eating problems show no sign of slowing down.
She was vomiting after every meal. I would feed her, and 2 hours later, she would all of a sudden make this horrific noise. Her face would turn beet red, her fists were balled right up, and she was shaking. It hurt so bad. Clearly something was not right.